Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm working on this derailleur hanger and I'm going to show you how we can repair the existing derailleur hanger rather than replacing it. So this derailleur hanger, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but somewhere along the lines it looks like the first maybe one or two threads, maybe even into the third a little bit here, kind of got mashed into one giant thread. However, beyond these first maybe 1, 2, and 3 threads, the remaining threads look like they're in decent shape. So I'm going to see if we can go ahead and repair this rather than replace it. So to repair it, we're going to need essentially 3 things. We're going to need a tap, right? So we're going to use this tap to go in and cut new threads into our derailleur hanger. The size we're using is a 10 by 1. This is one that I have from my local hardware store. You can order these off of Amazon or your local bike shop, or really any hardware store should have this. And again, the size is 10 by 1. And then we're going to need a tap handle as well to kind of get that going. And here is your tap handle, and here's how it works. So I'll put my tap in the bottom right here and then tighten it up, and we'll see if we can recut these threads. So when it comes time to recutting it, the important thing is that we can make sure that it's straight as we're recutting the threads. I could cut in from the front here, but because these threads are damaged, there's a very good chance that my tap would come in and it would kind of come in crooked or sideways or anywhere but square. So I don't want to cut it through the front. Instead, what I'm going to do is come in through the tire side and see if we can cut the threads through here, because these threads are all still in really good shape. Okay, so I've got my tap and my tap handle put together. You can see that here. That's how it looks when it's done. And I'm going to see if I can now recut these threads, and I'm going to cut through, like I said, through the back side here, because these threads are still all in really good shape, and because they're in such good shape, it should ensure that I start cutting square and straight as I'm trying to recut this. We should have a cutting fluid as well. Now I don't have a cutting fluid on me, so I'm going to use this Park Tool chain lube. Really any lube would work, probably WD-40 would work as well. A chain lube will be suffice. So here I'm just going to put a bit of lube on the cutter and just a little bit of lube inside the threads there as well. So what you want to do is put it in, make sure it's straight. Now we're in. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And now it's in, and now it's cutting it all the way through. Now this is aluminum, so we can push this all the way through. It's not going to bind up too much. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. Let me just move this over. Okay, and now you can see that this is actually coming all the way through. The chips that we're getting on the end of the tap are telling us that we are in fact cutting new threads in here. And we're going to go all the way through. The tap does have a bit of a taper on it, so you want to make sure you go a little bit beyond that taper. You want to push this all out. Okay. So it looks like we have this all done. I'd say we've successfully cut new threads on here, but before we pull this out, I want to clean off these threads. I don't want to damage the aluminum pieces, come back through and re-damage the existing threads that we just cut. I'm just going to use a Q-tip here and kind of wipe off some of this. Wipe off some of these aluminum shavings that we got here. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and back that out. And in a minute we'll take a look and see how we did. Judging by all the aluminum that we have on our tap, I'm going to say we did a great job, and this should be able to be reinstalled again. Oh, I want to keep it straight if you can. Okay, so I've just moved the camera. We'll take a look. And does it look any better? Let's take a look. Use my Q-tip again. I'm going to go in here. So actually the front threads still look like they're missing a little bit. Is this going to go in? Let's see. And yeah, look at that. Oh, can't really see. Okay, so now this is definitely, so yeah, the bolt is definitely going in. So taking a look now, the threads definitely look like they've cleaned up quite a bit better. Quite a bit nicer. I'm going to wipe this off a little bit here. So I'll find my derailleur. I don't think this is something you can do time and time again, but at least once for sure we should be able to. So here, this is just a turning derailleur, so it's nothing fancy that's going on here. But we'll see if we can get it to work. Hey, all right. And you know what? Look at that. It threaded on. However, before we finish, I'm going to tighten this to the specific torque value. Now, the recommended torque value, I believe it's anywhere from about 8 to 10 Newton meters. So I'm going to take my Park tool wrench here. Let's see if I can tighten this up right to 8, or actually I'll go right up to 10 Newton meters. You can see that there. So here we are at 10. I'm going to take this Park tool torque wrench. I have it set to 10 Newton meters, and if the threads are going to hold, this should click and it should be tight. If the threads fail, that bolt is just going to spin on me. So let's see what happens. Beautiful. So guys, I hope this helped you out. If it did help you out, please hit the like, or even better yet, the subscribe button. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.